Kirsten from I Know What's Up. This video is about victim mentality. It's not meant to poke fun at the royal family or the experience they've been through. It's meant to be used as an example to explain how we can take our experiences in life and we can turn them into big negative ordeals that get everybody nowhere and create more division and strife. Or we can make choices that create a positive outcome. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I hope this doesn't offend anyone. This is not a personal opinion or attack. This is just me explaining my own experience with victim mentality and learning to get beyond that. So I hope you find this helpful, and I hope you won't be offended. I hope you just have fun and laugh. Good morning, it's Kirsten from I Know What's Up. And I'm just up here this time, not Earl Grey, but I'm drinking some green tea. I'm just into green tea. There's a lot of health benefits to it. There's so much I want to talk about, but so little time. Anyways, this video is inspired by royalty, and it is about being grateful, being forgiving, and being appreciative of what you have. I don't know if you can hear the person on the rooftop. There's usually no one up here, but whatever. These videos can be so difficult to make because of the environment, but you just gotta keep rolling with it. Anyways, it's inspired by a recent interview by some billionaires and millionaires. We won't name names here, but I think a lot of people are divided on this, but a lot of people see very, very privileged people who are complaining. And they're complaining during a pandemic. You've got a very rich black woman who, by all accounts, is probably the richest woman in the world, interviewing another black woman who's quarter black or half black or whatever she is, complaining about how hard life was when she married into royalty. And then you have His Royal Highness backing that up. Now, I'm not saying that they don't have justified grievances, difficulties. But the thing that throws red flags up for me when somebody is complaining is there any self-reflection? Is there any accountability? Is there any acknowledgement of what part you maybe played in the disintegration of a relationship? When everything is very one-sided and it's all somebody else's fault, it's hard to take that seriously. It's important to be self-reflective. Now, I know there are situations when people do things, really horrible things. They cheat, they lie, they steal. But there's always somewhere that you can self-reflect in a situation to figure out what you could do differently, what you could have done differently. It may take you all the way back to, I should have had nothing to do with this person in the first place. I made a bad choice here. But there's always something. So when you have somebody that kind of gets into a victim mentality where life is happening to them constantly versus them making life happen, and them creating and changing and moving things in and out of their life that work and don't work, it's a bit of a hard pill to swallow. You don't really have much sympathy for that person. The very thing that they're looking for, they can get from some people. But after a while, even some people are going to get sick of it. But other people are just going to look at them and go, you know, I have a hard life too. And this is something I've kind of struggled with myself, where I've been guilty of not being grateful, not appreciating things, not self-reflecting, blaming, looking for reasons to vilify somebody when I don't like something or something doesn't make me happy. It's not that bad things haven't happened to me, trust me. I've been through a lot of stuff and they're very painful and I've had to walk through them. But I have always tried to be self-reflective in every situation. And I've always tried to grow from negative situations that happen in my life. I've always tried to seek understanding for myself. And a lot of times when I go out and talk to people, it's really just me trying to work through the situation and understand what has happened. So, I don't know, maybe that's what they're attempting to do, but it didn't come off really well for me. It sounded like it was, you know, telling one side of a story, villainizing one people, playing the race card, if you will, and victimhood. I'm a victim, poor me. And it's so ironic because she made a choice, and I mean, pretty much everyone knows if you go into that kind of life and that kind of family, it's difficult. We haven't just watched what it was like for Diana. I have no doubts it's a difficult and hard life. But I also saw, you know, that she was welcomed with open arms and given privileges that no person before her was given. I really saw a big attempt. So, I don't know, it's confusing, but like that's just an example, a recent example that is in everyone's mind. But what I'm trying to say is, just from personal experience, you don't grow if you're in this victimhood place, you know? You tend to just wallow in self-pity and kind of stay stagnant. And you, like my very first video about the parable of crap, you tend to push a lot of people away from you. And good that they kind of don't want to be around that negativity, because negativity has a tendency to bring other people down, just like positivity can bring other people up. So I think it's important to keep your inner circle and your conversations minimal about things and work through them, talk to the right people about them, forgive, find some self-reflecting in there of what you could have done differently and better, and try to grow from a situation. If at all possible, try to seek reconciliation and work through issues. If that door closes, you have to accept it. You can't force people to work through something with you. And you can actively remove people and things out of your life that trigger you in ways that make you not feel good or happy. And you just move on. And just be grateful for where you're at, what you have. You have to remember that if you keep going through certain things over and over, it's because you haven't learned from that situation. And we all are given a series of events that occur in our lives to try and teach and grow us. It's like a diamond. A diamond cannot be a diamond until it goes through a lot of grueling rigor. And that's our lives. We have to go through a lot of rigor and hard and difficult things to become the beautiful selves that we are. So the next time you find yourself complaining, whining, step back from that. Do some self-reflection. Ask yourself, what could I have done differently? What can I do differently? Can I reconcile this? And start making positive movement and positive choices. And see if that doesn't make the situation better. See if that doesn't provide you with the outcome you really say you're looking for. When you just stay in a place where you're not moving in an upward and forward direction, it's hard to believe that you actually really want to grow and want reconciliation and want resolution to a problem. And the other advice is that a lot of the issues that we go through in life are personal. There's a lot of things that I would love to share, but I have respect for the people, and so I don't really share the deep details of things. I just try to share what I've learned from them, unless I have permission from people to share. So keep that in mind, and I hope that that helps. I thank you so much for watching, and be grateful, be positive, be forgiving, be loving and kind. It doesn't mean be a doormat. And go out and make the world better for others and better for yourself. Create your happiness, create your life. I'll see you on the happy and the healthy side of life.